Okay, so for this particular problem, we've got an open circle on the 3 with an arrow going to the right and a closed circle on the 2 with an arrow going to the left. So to write this as an inequality, we're going to say, I'm going to use our variable as x. So we're going to say x is, for the 2, the arrow is going to the left. So that means all the numbers smaller than the 2. You can see the arrows pointing to the 1 and the 0 and into the negatives. So this would be all numbers less than 2. So I always think of this as a mouth, and the mouth is going to eat the bigger thing. So the 2 is going to be bigger, and the x's, all these values have to be smaller. So if we put in a 1, the 1 would be smaller than 2. 0 would be smaller than 2, and so on. But we have a closed circle, so that also means it can also equal 2. So this is half of our answer. We also have another half over here. So this is going to be x. And see how it's an open circle? That means you do not include the 3. It cannot equal 3. So we're not going to include the 3. And you can see the arrow goes to things bigger than 3. So 4, 5, 6, and so on. So these are the x's are going to be bigger than 3. And again, you can see that the mouth eats the bigger one. It's going to eat the x, so the x's are going to be bigger than 3. Now, in between these two, we're going to put the words or. It's very important you put the word or, because a number cannot be less than 2 and greater than 3 at the same time. You can't think of any number that's smaller than 2 but bigger than 3. It's impossible. So this is an or. The number is going to be less than or equal to 2, or it's going to be greater than 3. It cannot be both. So that is inequality notation right there. Set builder notation is very similar to inequality, except for you're going to use the set symbols, and you're going to label what you're trying to find. So we're trying to find the x values. So this is saying a set x. This symbol means such that. So we're basically saying, hey, there's a number such that. So a number that is, and then we're going to write the inequality form. A number that is less than or equal to 2 or greater than 3. And then we're going to end our little set. So set builder notation is very similar to inequality. The back end is just the inequality. Okay, and interval notation is another way of writing this. So instead of the word or, we're going to use this. This is a union symbol. So this is our symbol for or. It means union. It means both of these things. So for this, it's everything less than or equal to 2. So when we do equal, we use a bracket. That means include the 2. When we're not including it, like with the 3, we use a parenthesis. So see the difference between the equal with the bracket and the one without the equal sign is the parenthesis. Then you can see these are all numbers less than 2. It goes on forever. -1, -2, -3, on to negative infinity. So we're going to put negative infinity. Now, when you use infinity, you cannot use a bracket because you can't include infinity. It goes on forever. So it is just an parenthesis. And same thing for the 3. Oops, I actually wrote this wrong. So we're not including the 3. And this one's going on forever into the positive direction, 4, 5, 6, on forever. So we're going to write a positive infinity. And again with the brackets, or with the parentheses. All right, this is inequality set builder and interval notation.